Our police file's got photos and everything.
Well, maybe we can find things out that even the police don't know, Bobby. Now, who'll volunteer?
Go on. You go.
Nobody will do it. I'll do it. Okay, I'll do it.
Thank you. Now, imagine, everyone, that we don't know Judy at all. We've never seen her, never even heard about her. Now, Judy, you describe yourself to us the way you think you are.
I think I'm a bit of a slob. But I think that I can't do anything about that because that's just me.
Any of you don't agree with what Judy says, I want you to say so, all right?
Oh, really?
Anything else?
Yeah, I think I worry too much and probably get on everybody's nerves because I can't keep my nose out of everyone's business.
What she means is she cares about people. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, Jude, stop putting yourself down.
Yes, why don't you tell us some of your positive qualities?
Okay, well, I don't think of anything else.
Oh, yeah, well, you're too soft-hearted for your own good.
Yeah, and if she's a slob, what's that make the rest of us?
Judy is a nice, kind, generous person, and we all wish there could be more people like her.
Here, Pixie.
Oh, who's next?
Myra!
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Right. I am level-headed, responsible, a natural-born leader. But with a heart of gold.
Is there anything you don't like about yourself?
I find it hard to see other people's point of view. Not always as understanding as I should be. I find it a bit hard to talk about my own feelings. Probably why I was such a lousy mother.
Anyone want to comment on that?
Yeah, I do. You've done a hell of a job being a mother of the women in here, and everybody agrees on it.
Yeah, I know what she means. Yeah, about opening up to people. Yeah, I've always had trouble. Especially admitting that I killed my wife. It's taken me 14 years to figure out why I did it. See, in the beginning, it was easy just to blame her. I just didn't know enough to put myself in her place and try to understand why she was like what she was. See, I think that's the most important thing. Like, come to grips with your own feelings, and then you can talk about them to others. See, I know if I'm fortunate enough to ever fall in love again, I'll handle it differently. It'll be through sharing and honestly understanding the other person's feelings.
Any comments?
Oh, thanks, Johnny. I had to do a fair bit of digging, and it's cost me more than I expected.
I'm sure it'll be worth it.
Well, I talked to a lot of Woodbridge people, prisoners and officers, and I got a lot of information. But remember, this has all got to be completely off the record, right?
Understood. And I appreciate it, Ern. Now tell me what you found out.
Well, most of the Woodbridge inmates have been knocked around by Murphy at one time or another. And there were 2 separate cases of young kids being held on remand, found hung in their cells.
Well, that could have been suicide, Ern. You know it happens.
They were on remand. Look, even if they had been convicted, neither of them would have drawn long sentences, so why kill themselves? Anyway, the main thing is that they both had run-ins with Murphy. And, of course, he's well known as a poof basher. He really hates them. It was that Kevin Nielsen case, you know about that? Well, he was being heavied all over the place by Murphy. Everyone knew it, and everyone knew it would end up bad, but he was found at the foot of some stairs with a broken neck.
Sounds like I wasn't wrong about him.
Oh, everyone at Woodbridge knows about him, but no one's going to risk their neck giving evidence.
Oh, surely someone's got guts enough.
Oh, forget it. If I was you, I'd just go on collecting all the dirt I could and then wait for my chance.
How much more dirt is there?
I reckon I've only just scratched the surface. Well, if you really want the full goods on Murphy, then there's someone here right under your nose who'll be able to tell you, if you asked him the right way.
Who?
Jeff McRae. If I was you, I'd have a nice, long talk to him.
I reckon we ought to invite some of Ozzy's friends. He might get a bit lonely. What do you
Who are
reckon?
his friends? Anyway, everybody else has let theirs go. Didn't go well, don't you think?
I think so. What do you reckon, Myra?
Yeah.
Myra? We have to talk.
I don't see why.
Well, we're just going to ignore what happened in the cell before.
We may as well. Won't be happening again.
Has Meg gone?
Oh, yes, just a few minutes ago. I hope she takes my advice, goes straight home to bed and gets a good night's sleep.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Chris. Chris, I owe you an apology for the way I walked out on you and Meg the other night. I don't normally do things like that, but, well, I was very upset. But now Meg's going to have the baby after all. I'm so glad she's decided to do the right thing.
Are you?
Well, yes, of course.
Why? Because it's a nice, happy storybook ending. Meg and the lovely new baby living happily ever after.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing at all, if that's the way it works out. But I don't like the chances.
Why shouldn't it? If people would just leave her
Joyce,
alone...
you're
it would-
entitled to your point of view, but you're acting on your own emotions and not Meg's. What she needs to hear is clear common sense, and excuse me, she's not getting that from you.
Well, really...
Now, sure, everyone's being wonderful and supportive right now, but how long do you think that's going to last? I mean, we've all got our own lives to live, our own problems. In the meantime, she has to go through the traumas of a rape trial, of months of pregnancy, of giving birth, and then having a baby and deciding whether to keep it with all the problems that'll entail, or giving it up for adoption and probably feeling guilty about that for the rest of her life.
I still think she's doing the right thing.
How can you or anyone presume to know what's best in a situation like this? I don't. But I do know that she's on the verge of an emotional breakdown, and having the baby with the pressure she's under is probably just what she needs to send her right over the edge.
And by the way, it's not a Porsche, it's a Mercedes. Did you like it, Rabbit? What?
What do you think you're doing?
What?
I leave you alone with him for 10 seconds, you're all over him like a rash. It's pathetic.
It was not all over him. For your information, we happen to be very good friends since I went and apologised to him. If you had any sense, you'd do the same, and maybe he'd be friends with you too.
Apologise for what?
For treating him like a sex object. He's a person with feelings, you know, just like you and me.
Oh, jeez.
Myra was right. It's not up to us who he's interested in. It's up to him. If he's not interested in me that way, well, I'm happy just to be his friend. You want to try and crack onto him? Go ahead. Don't worry me.
Oh, come on, everybody. There's a party in Bobby and Marlene's cell, and Sam's down now getting the decorations ready.
Pixie, she called in on your meal?
Oh, I did. I took her some food and I invited her to the party, but she just wants to stay there. I mean, I'm awfully worried about her.
Well, we can't do much else, can we? I'll call in on her later.
Well,
Don't even think of screaming. Just listen. If you want to keep on living, you don't say nothing about no one when this trial comes up. Nothing. You real clear on that? Yeah, I think you got the picture.
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down. But the sun and rain are prisoners too when morning comes around. Last night I dreamed we were together, sharing all the love with no I had to face the nightmare.